There's the bargain maker again, not so welcome this time. Never been so insulted. A quick mug of tea to ponder a while on man's inhumanity to man. Somewhere else a bargain is made and paid for from a gluttonous roll of money. It might even be a cheque, but this is not so common. A roll of money in an elastic band is the sign of a man of substance, but any hop-the-twig can wave a chequebook. Amazing how a cup of tea can mellow a man and persuade him to forgive and forget. It'll be a great wonder if this bargain is ever struck. But other men have their business done. They leave the boy to watch the stock and off with them into the pub to boast about the bargain they made and how they put one over on the dealer. It has been busy here since early morning, and wrists are sore from drawing the creamy black pints of stout.
Tommy Henry driving into the ditch.
How are you?
Why?
I can't sit the way you go to sleep. No.
Outside the warm convivial tap room, the work goes on. Many of the calves are sick from travelling, for they've been carried a long distance from Cork and Kerry and Limerick far to the south. These are dairy counties, where calves are bought more cheaply. There's great profit in them for men who have the enterprise and the energy to bring them maybe 200 miles to a fair in Connemara.
And what would he give? What would he give? Huh? Because you look at the strength of him. Look at him. Get on. Look at him.
A lamb to the slaughter.
Sorry.
For the lambs, too, it is their first feel of the harsh world of reality. A world where the only familiar feature is the warm udder. If only it would stay still. Up to now, they've known only the spongy turf of a mountainside, etched here and there with rock. Here, all is rock, no grass, and no escape. And there are other creatures here who would be more at home on the mountains, and one whose only home in the world is the west of Ireland, the Connemara pony. No, not an Irish chariot race. Just a line of asses and carts waiting to be sold. Perhaps this is the only way to be sure of moving an ass. Still, an ass is as useful now as it always was on the terrain of Connemara, whether it's for bringing turf from the bog, or milk to the creamery, or the old people to mass. The ass is the great stoic. He has a mind of his own.
What? That'll be the price, no. Information I have.
In recent years, they have lost none of their appeal. Even in far-off places, this young piebald mare ass, a great rarity, will surely fetch a fine price from some New England stockbroker anxious to raise his standing at the country club. There are pigs too at the fair. Most of the local farms support a sow or two. You have to be careful with sows at a fair, because if you upset a sow and she gets loose, oh, there's no end to the havoc she might cause. A bad sign that, for the pigs at least. For as any Irishman will tell you, nothing tastes as good with boiled bacon as boiled cabbage. But the main money spinners at the fair are the cattle. And it's the cattle marts mushrooming up around the country that have sounded the death knell for fairs like this one. They will tell you here that while there are fairs, it's there they'll bring their cattle, for why should they change? It's the cattle that provide the money, the noise, and the dirt, the three chief constituents of all commerce.
Not the goal. They can have a deal with you.
The morning is well on now, and the rain has cleared. Most of the deals are done that will be done. Men and boys are tired and hungry. It's 7 hours since some of them set out, and that bacon and egg you had for breakfast didn't last you very long.